And what is going on YouTube? Just another gaming channel, bringing you just another video. So here we are, guys, we're on the last meditation mission for the Hunter at the moment, called Larceny. So we will reg into the Red Legion base.
Then take it.
Kick some ass. So for just doing a strike, I was wearing the Orpheus rigs, and unfortunately I was wearing the Wildwood because I'd love, like, the Frumis mask is 304, which is very frustrating for me. The Wildwood's 305, but they're 303 for the chest. So to get 305 after wear combinations, which is very frustrating. So I'm trying to figure. There's a hidden component to getting higher level stuff. It's very weird. I don't know how they do it. I had blues dropping at 300 from heroic chests, which were great because I can infuse them into anything, and then they could become 305. But I was upgrading on IO. I was turning in tokens on IO, and it were like 296 token. Next one was 298. Next one was 300. But I didn't have enough tokens to turn in, so I went away and got 2 more tokens. Came back and it dropped to 298. The next time I went back, it was 296. So I don't understand. Do they rotate? Is it various? So the only way to get away with it is to essentially, for the time being, is wear the exotics. So these aren't even just up to date. So we're going to wear the knucklehead radar.
Keep it together, girl.
Do you know what? In fact, it doesn't really matter, does it, for this? Because, you know, I found this chest to be more useful than realised. I've not mastered its use yet, but it's particularly good in PvP, because when you use it in when you go invisible and you roll, once you've rolled, you get a massive increase in speed, weapon swapping, readiness, and you know, you can get upon enemies faster than you realise. So, you know, for this I'm not too bothered about using whatever it is I need to use. So let's have a look. So running fast is nice. When critically wounded, melee and grenades recharge drastically, that's good. You're hardest to kill when dodging, that's also good. Strike an enemy with the melee ability to disorient the target, that's a pretty good ability to have. What about you got this top one? Melee kills recharge your dodge ability, that's good. Dodging increases your melee range. Okay, so you dodge, then punch, bang. After dodging, each arc staff creates a damaging lightning aftershock. Now this is by far the most powerful hunter class, particularly with the Radiant Flux guys. I can get this thing to last over a minute easy if you've got enough enemies. Now Disrespectful Stare was a level 300 pulse rifle I had, and, you know, just feeling I had a spare kinetic, and while, you know, there's other things I'd rather upgrade, I just thought, why not? Because this is, you know, it's been missed. It's got knockback rounds on it. You know, it's been missed as a weapon, so I'm going to give it a try. There's the Einstein D as well. I increased the anti-up D to 305. Everyone's raving about this, and I found this very early on in the game before it became cool to use. I was using it, except the forwards, not the Time 1 Spire, but the forward path, the assault rifle, is the same speed as this SMG. So it's just got twice as many rounds in the clip, and a lot more range. So you've got the speed, but you've got the range as well. So I don't know what benefits this is other than slightly aiming in faster, but we'll see. We've got the hard light. Now this Swift Pride I've not used, and I was tempted to infuse this disrespectful stare into this, depending on how it goes, because this thing I've never used, but we all know the model design for number 1, but it's the body shots give it increased head damage, you see. That's what I'm interested in. That's 304, and it's the only 304 version I've got. So, Curtain Call. Do I infuse it into that, or shall we try the critical for once? It's the only
I don't have answers.
rocket with clusters other than that bad boy. Now the Wolf Coil is phenomenal. Okay, guys. So I'm using a bit of a bunch of weird weapons here, but it's
The
just
center of the shape.
to test and see. So we're going to be doing the Larceny mission. We're going to be starting the mission, and I don't know whether to create a full section about meditation missions, because a lot of the playlists I've taken off my main account. I had the Dawning playlist. I had what were all the other big releases? I had the Rise of Iron playlist, which was I had a section that was the daily heroics. You know, every day in Destiny 1 up until the end of year 3, they had the daily heroics. I had 60 daily heroic missions in there, so that was good. But yeah, this pulse rifle here, high impact,
Thumos, the Unbroken, has
slow
a ship
rate
at
of
that
fire.
base. It's the
But it's
only
totally
way we can
unlocked.
get you onto the Almighty undetected.
This one,
So you're going to steal it.
totally unlocked, but I've got a feeling this thing's going to be Reys in PvP. Get those body shots, vertical recoil, a few shots hit him in head. I think they're going to be. I think it's going to be particularly useful.
Go
Now
on.
this, I like the look of it, I like the feel of it, but you know, if I have to sacrifice it, I will. I'll get more. I feel bad. I don't like getting rid of good solid weapons, but again, I've got a feeling about this one. I've got a feeling I should put fire on it right now. Oh, $5 grand. What's the other one? Tactical mag. So tactical mag. So this one is longer distances. This one's more in clip, reload speed and stability. Let's go with that for now. Okay. We've got the 3 sights. Let's look at that. Let's look. Okay, I'm not a fan of that. Might increase the range, but handling, I can feel the difference then. Our handling was insane. Let's look at the small scope. That's not too bad. And this is a very nice. This is a very nice pulse rifle. They're attacking the. And this, I really like the look of this thing. It's just. I think it says it's the same rate of fire, but I don't know. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at these two bad boys. Sorry guys, this is not supposed to be a 320. That's 320. That's 360. 27. See, I think it's worth the sacrifice. I really do. I'm going to regret this, aren't I? Right, let's have a look here, guys. Because I've never used one of these Swift Rides. I got rid of them straight away, and I always thought I'd regret it because, well, I think there's some solid there. Right, we're on EDZ at the moment, believe it or not. I'd love to get this auto rifle up to the Valkydian and the Perseverance are solid auto rifles. They're phenomenal. Uriel's Gift, I've got one at 305. I had its cousin, the Xing, is it the Xing Shang N? Is it the Xing Chang 8R4 or something like that? I sacrificed it to turn a Perseverance, one of these types, into 305. Explosive rounds on that. Now, I'm going to say goodbye to Disrespectful Stare, but I am not happy about doing this. I'm really not. Disrespectful Stare, I salute you. Because this, I think, is going to be a PvP weapon, and when I start using it, we're going to pop a solar onto it. And I think when I start to use it, people are going to realise why they're like suddenly going to get dropped particularly easily. And I've never used this. I've never used this rocket launcher with cluster bombs either. Okay. Explosive round. Boom. Something I don't use very often either. I should really. Oh, by the way, I have one of those. Oh, I missed. Alright, let's look at this. So the plan is vertical recoil. You aim for the sort of waist area, and let it, the waist to middle chest into top chest and let it kick up, or you know, but to be honest, the recoil's so solid on this, you might have to aim for the sort of top chest and neck area, and then as it pops up, that last few bullets are going to clip him in the head. To be honest, I'd aim for the neck. I wouldn't aim for the head, because if you aim straight for the head, what's going to happen is, excuse me guys, I'm just going to close this door. I don't know if you're picking up on the background noise outside, so that's Hoover. So yeah, with this weapon you don't want to aim directly for the head. While you're going to take him down quickly.
There's only one ship left on the landing pads.
That must be
In PvP, you're going to probably take him down faster by a couple of chest shots, then headshots. Because what will happen is, well, you know, those few shots that hit him in the chest will proc the damage rounds remaining. 31. Okay, let's try this again. Okay, they're headshots, so it's hard to 186 headshot, 186 headshot. Okay, we need to do some body shots on a big enough target, and then get some headshots. So body shot. Aha, there we go. 186 on the headshot, and when I did a 3 burst, then 2 of the rounds hit his body, and then the final round hit his head. And it was 200 damage rather than 186, so you can see it increase, yeah? Sorry, my aim looks terrible, I know. But then you've got, yeah. I've got explosive rounds, eh? They don't half knock him. Yeah, one of these fellas. I still don't have a lucky raspberry. Peacemakers. Peacekeepers for the Titan. I've only got them at 303, but I'm telling you, they don't off. If you like submachine guns in PvP, run those boots. Your aiming snaps into position. None of this crap. It just boom. It's like it's there. As soon as you press the as soon as you aim in, you're already like basically. There's no time. There's no time. It doesn't wait. There's no delay. It's best I can say. Okay, guys. So I can get this going for a long time if I just have more Darth Maul. If I just have more enemies. But I'm glad I made this move. We want to give this weapon. So, I'm out of ammo. Damn it. Yeah, of course I'm out of ammo. I was about to test it on because, yeah. Put the Skyburner's Oak on here, guys. Just rip through the shields. The Skyburner's Oak needs a buff to its overall damage. And I know they've added low damage because it can just penetrate shields. I understand why they did it. But it's still too weak compared to some of the other weapons that you can use on these douchebags, like a cluster rocket. Oh Jesus, yeah, holy shit, do you see how many clusters there? Let's hit that target there. Oh yeah, we're keeping this. This ain't not getting upgraded into shit, mate. This thing's a fucking beast. Sorry about the language. They're going to demonetize me one day if I ever get monetized. Good joke. I know. My channel sucks. I don't know. 254 subs, considering I never ask, beg, or please subscribe. Please, guys. No, seriously. I don't. But I'm going to start asking. Guys, please, share the videos. I get a lot of comments on my armor videos. Like, okay, I've got... If you go back and look at my Destiny 1 stuff, go into playlist, you'll find over 100 videos on Destiny 1 armor. You'll find some of my videos, armor videos, have got 4,000 or 5,000 views, and there's quite a few that are that high up. But I've only got 200 odd subs. It makes no sense to me. I don't know, but I know that a lot of people do like a lot of people like the fact that I put time into collecting all the armour. I grind for the armour, and I like to show it you guys. And we talk about the flavour text. We talk about the designs, the functionality of the designs, because I'm a designer. Well, not at the moment, but I studied graphic design in my degree and my masters. I studied design and typography from a PhD. I studied research methodologies for one of my other postgraduate research degrees, and I studied education. So the creative aspects of design, all the design process these guys at Bungie go through, I know how intense it can be. Like the gun I'm using now might have been the first version of gun they designed, and the creative director said no, and then so maybe another 50 versions were done, totally different one over, and then out of those, some of those would have been picked, and then another 20 or 30 versions might have been done, and then out of those have been narrowed down again, and it might have ended up being narrowed down back to this one. You just don't know.
Ways clear.
It's a complicated
Let me
process,
handle most ship.
the design process.
This is the part where you
I remember doing a very simple
Like when you
logo
borrowed
for a
Eric's
friend.
ship?
Well, the people that the friends aren't they when they expect stuff for free, but as soon as that ability vanishes, they're no longer friends. Suffice it to say, I did a very simple logo for a company, but then I decided to post all the research and develop all the R&D work on it, all concepts and all the different variations of typography, how it was going to be used, the sizes, the font changes, all the different fonts looked at, all the different variations and colours, and people were commenting on, oh my god, I had no idea how much work went into it. I know, and that's just a small piece of design. That's just that were just 2 simple letters, an aim and a couple of lines. You know, so imagine what it takes to design just the reticle on this gun. Well, I think I'd love to work at Bungie. I don't really have, as a young child, I had, okay, this is going to sound weird, and it's going to sound like I'm bragging, but I'm not. When I was about 6 years old, I could illustrate at this level, the stuff you see around you, the enemies, the world, the ships, I could draw this well, with pencil and paper. I could illustrate all this at the same sort of quality when I was 6 years old. I seem to have like a prodigy gene when it came to art, but then the Mega Drive and Master System were invented, so I stopped sketching. But honestly, from the ages of about 6 till 13, I was like, I could have come to Bungie with this final design. It would look just like this with the same amount of detail. Do you know what I mean? But I've lost that ability. But I found my interest in creativity later on again in the form of graphic design, so I could be useful at Bungie as a design director, and you know, help all artists and designers guide their work, because I have that creative flair. But then, you know, I also wish I'd moved into sciences as well, because I'm fascinated by, you know, I'd love to make contact with an alien species out there. You can imagine how many millions are in our galaxy alone, let alone the 400 billion galaxies that exist around the universe, the known universe. Although the universe is getting dragged somewhere, guys. There's I think 2 billion light years of universe getting dragged or pulled by something outside our universe. Pretty scary stuff. Call it dark flow.
I don't hear dying.
Fantastic though.
Still in one
Fantastic
piece.
stuff.
Unlike someone I know, they can
Oh, yeah.
handle hostile technology.
Hey, that teleporter was all.
But I do look, but yeah, I'd love to work at Bungie as a design consultant. But I don't have the skills to illustrate anymore. Well, as a creative person, I have that ability. Fantastic. Where you going? Hey, Scusi is a bad guy, huh? Yeah, there he is. I want to see what damage this does, that's all. Oh my god. It does one shot in your dead damage. No, don't you kill me. No. Oh, shit. killed that dude in one go.
Key codes work.
Oh, okay.
Finish them
Just
off
have
and
to
get
kill
on
a lot of
board.
dudes. Wow, that was awesome, guys. That curtain core rocket launcher's a fucking beast.
Our plan
Nah.
relies on you.
I wonder if this is going to
Destroy the
carry on.
Almighty's weapons.
I wonder if this is
End
end
the
up mission,
threat to our
meditation
world.
mission. I bet it is.
While you're doing that,
But I'd
we'll
love
get a
it to
position
be
for the
to
final
go to the
run on
space
city.
station.
Time
That'd be
for
awesome.
Gaul's last dance.
That was a really nice meditation mission. So the daily heroics in year 3, the first half of year 3, was a way Destiny gave us reason to play the main game content again, because there was no reason for 3 years. And these meditation missions are their version of that. So I had a daily heroic section where every day I'd do the daily heroic, which was a heroic version of any one of the 150 missions in the campaign. Because of all the expansions, there were shitloads at that point. Now the meditations are the same, but I think I should set up a meditation playlist. If you agree, guys, please let me know, and I will do that. And I'll take down Diablo, and I'll take down Mass Effect, and I'll start dedicating more of this to what I'm keeping Borderlands up, guys. That game is one of the best games ever, and I'm keeping my new Witcher 3 play, and I'm keeping Horizon Zero Dawn because that is a phenomenal game, guys. I know some of you have just come on to watch Armour, but guys, when you get time, if you get bored, go watch me play Horizon Zero Dawn. It's a game and half to that, guys. It is something else. It really is. It's hard to explain, guys. It really is how good that game actually is. Now I've got all the Optimus sets now.
Come see me again.
So what I'm going to do, guys, is when I start to collect, when I've collected enough of the,
I must admit, Guardian.
right, excuse me, let me get into what I'm trying to say. When I've collected enough of the, excuse me, I'm sorry. When I've collected enough armor sets, what I'm going to be doing, okay, is I'm going to be revisiting them and categorizing them, and I'm going to be looking at
The world's changing, Guardian.
like
You must
which
prepare
ones
and
are recovery based, which ones are, you know, so you guys have an inkling on which, you know, mobility, which ones are more recovery, which ones are mobility, which ones are this, which ones are that. So that's how it's going to work. What I'll do is I'm going to edit together shots of each of the different you know, each of the different, well, I'm going to pick the most viable armor sets, the ones I feel the best looking, but also the best with terms of functionality. And what I'm going to do then is show you those and talk and show you the stats and talk about the stats, and we're going to start and recommend if you're a hunter, if you want you know, high mobility, if you want high recovery, and what they could be used for. And I think that was the last mission in there. Yes, it was. Okay, so guys, thank you so much for watching. What we're probably going to do is going to end this video here, and I'm going to transfer over to the Titan to see if there's any more meditation missions that need doing. I think what I will do is I will begin a meditation playlist. Ikora Reys Meditations, we'll call it, and then I'll relink all my other meditation videos I've done thus far into that playlist. So thank you so much for watching, guys, and I will see you all on the next one. So cheers.
My mind was somewhere else.